We're talking about paper. The reason I want to talk about paper first is because this is the foundation for all of your work. And if your foundation isn't solid, your work is going to fall flat. For years, I thought I sucked at watercolor painting because I was using really bad paper. I didn't enjoy the experience at all because everything I made just turned out looking really bad. I was being stubborn about not buying nicer watercolor paper because I didn't think that I deserved it. I didn't think I was good enough to warrant it. But it turns out that nicer watercolor paper really makes all the difference. Please believe me when I say that at this stage, right in the beginning, nicer watercolor paper is a much better investment than nice brushes or paints. Now, to the nuts and bolts. What makes good watercolor paper? To put it simply, it all comes down to the paper's weight. All paper, not just watercolor paper, is graded in pounds, or GSM for our metric friends. But basically, the higher that number, the thicker the paper. Standard watercolor paper is typically 140 pounds, or 300 GSM. This type of paper, this weight of paper, is going to be able to handle just about anything that a beginner can throw at it, so I definitely recommend that that's the number you should look for. But there's a bit more to think about than just the paper weight. There's also the paper makeup. You'll find some papers that are 100% cotton and others that are made up of some kind of a wood pulp. 100% cotton paper like this is undeniably the far superior type of paper. It's way more absorbent. It just generally behaves much better in watercolor circumstances. But it's much more expensive. So for that, I would recommend that you don't worry about grabbing any 100% cotton paper for now, because the wood pulp stuff does absolutely fine. Finally, let's talk about paper texture. There are three main types of paper texture that you will run into as you shop: cold press, hot press, and rough. Basically, the texture or tooth of the paper is going to affect the experience you have while painting. I recommend that you grab 140 pound or 300 GSM cold press watercolor paper. That should get you started off nice and smooth, and from there you can begin to jump into other types of papers as you develop and grow your skills a little bit more.